Hey, this is Bonnie, streaming from Awabakal and Warramai Land, and this is The Good Stuff on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good. Good
stuff.
The good stuff.
Welcome back to The Good Stuff. We hope that you've been enjoying the content that we shot at the Cambridge Hotel's Farewell Festival. During the festival, we were joined for a chat by Adam Newling. Let's go!
This is
Good stuff.
So the last time that we caught up, you were just about to play the Hamilton Station Hotel with NTL Landmarks and Soy Boy on support. How was that night?
That night was a ripper. It was so sick, yeah. Yeah, it was actually a heaps fun night, eh? I broke a thong.
Yeah?
Which was a bit heartbreaking because they were really good thongs. It was like I got this pair of thongs from Bali, and they're like there's this brand called Swallows, and when I bought them, these Indonesian lads were like gassing me up, being like, "Oh, that is like the best thong you can ever get. It's made of like the best quality rubber." And they were like really like jaying me up. They were like, "Oh, it's just like miracle like Indonesian rubber crap." And I was like kind of buying into it. I was like, "Yeah, man, like 60 cents for these things. This is mad." And I had them granted, I had them for like 6 months, and then I burst one just before I was about to go on the stage. And so I'd spent like all of like our warm up, like the time between bands, trying to like Google where I get another set of these thongs, but like all my Google searches were like swallow thong cheap Indonesia, and it was like not the Google search, not the Google search. It was a bit hectic, but the show was great.
How do they compare to a classic Havaiana or something like that?
Oh man, it's like they don't. They just don't.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Hopefully you can get another pair.
Yeah, I think I got a mate coming back with a whole bunch. I wanted to go over and buy heaps. I see if I can find someone to like import them, and then like for the next like 10 years, anyone who has a birthday, just give them a pair of thongs. That would be like
good mate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, share the love.
Yeah,
spread it. But the show was really good. That Hammer show. Yeah, we had everyone up on stage, so it was good fun. Spencer, who's the booker, was like pulling his hair out, and it was really fun to give him a bit of a ride.
Because I think it was one of the first shows that happened in the new band room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, amazing. Well, you're going to play the Savo as part of the Farewell Fest here at the Cambridge, and you just popped up with Rave Tapes. How did you meet Rave Tapes to begin with? Sorry, mid-lolly.
Sorry, I shouldn't be eating these. Well, I got a microphone in my face. I've known the Ravies guys for years. Lindsay and Joe are like family to me, and we have the same manager, which happened like coincidentally, Ben Cooper, and we just love him. I love them, they love me, and we'll always go to each other's rehearsals and stuff. And I was there when they were trying to put together this like the non-drummer doof set.
Yeah.
And it was it just kind of happened really like stupidly, and Joe was like, "Do you want to maybe come play harmonica?" And I was like, "Maybe."
Why not?
Yeah, and so it come together real good. But that's we still got a few surprises left. Like the day's still young.
Yeah.
So might see more of Rave Tape still to come.
Right, okay. Keep an eye out. So how does it feel to be losing such an institution? The Cambridge Hotel's about to shut down. What do you think that says about the Newcastle music scene?
It's well, first of all, it's heaps sad. Like I've been like in heaps of bands over the last 15 years, and every one of us has played either like the Warehouse or whatever it was called before the Warehouse,
I didn't know it had another name.
Yeah, it used to be someone else. So I remember playing there. You know, I've seen, like, we've been playing it for so long. Like, I've seen so many changes throughout, like, this venue, and except for Bert, of course. Bert's always stayed the same.
Yeah.
Which is good, you know.
Constant.
But he, it's just sad. It's like, you know, it's that thing. Like, I mean, I didn't grow up in Newcastle, but like I've got like roots here. But when I was cutting my teeth, it wasn't in Newcastle. It was south of Sydney. But like, this should always be that venue that you were like trying to get to play. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Like, oh, if we train hard enough and, you know, like put in all the hours and all that crap, but we might get to play the Cambo one day when we get to Newcastle. So it's weird. Like, it's great that there's like now like a few other like venues opened up. Like the Hammer's got that big room, and I know these guys are kicking on down to King Street. But you know, it's just got so much history and so much like love, and like, you know, I don't know if you've smelt the carpet in there, but that
You can smell it from a block away.
yeah, you know, that to me, that paints a picture of it. You know, like they say that dogs dream and smell, and when I dream, I smell that, and twitch like it. But it's sad, but it's like, I think it means cool things for like the Newcastle scene, right? Like, it means that, like, you know, there's change and transition, and like change is always good, and it's cool to know, like, you know, you lose one but you gain a few more, and hopefully it means something good. Hopefully, like, you know, and this day today, like, brings a lot of people together and like inspires a lot of like people and kids and crap to start, like, you know, going gun ho and just making music, and I don't know, it's bittersweet.
Yeah. So following the set that's coming up later on, what do you have planned for the rest of the year? What's coming up for you?
I'm going to go record an album. And then I'm moving house in a couple of weeks as well, so that's on the cards. Actually moving to Newcastle.
Brilliant.
Which is good. And yeah, just odds and ends. Like, we got a lot of like Rubyfield stuff coming up as well, and I think we're all just hard in the writing recording camp and like putting songs together. So it's exciting. You know, that's some of like the funnest. I mean, like, all parts of being a musician is fun, but also like really hard. But like, that's the part when you really get to be a musician, you know, and be a creator, as opposed to like the performing side, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of like two sides of a coin. You're like a performer and then like a creator. So I really like getting into the creating world and working with people and just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's what's coming up.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, Adam, thank you so much for spending some time with us
Thanks,
today.
Bonnie. Cheers.
Newcastle Live. Newcastle Live.
That's it for today's episode. We'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.